Hello everyone, and in this video we will go over the basics of Java programming language, and in this video we will learn by actually doing programming. So let's get started. I have already installed IntelliJ IDE, and if you're wondering how you can install IntelliJ and set up your machine for doing Java programming, I have already made videos on that, and I will post links in this video so that you can click and watch those. So let's get into our first Java program. So here I'm using IntelliJ to do so, and I will click on new project, and here we will name our project. So we will say my first my first project. So this is the name of our project, and this is the location it will be in. And so the language is already selected as Java, and you can switch between languages, but since we're doing Java we will select Java. And then build system is IntelliJ, and in this JDK, this is location to your JDK, and then you can see mine is 20.0.1. Here you can see I have check marked add sample code and then add code with onboarding tips. And under advanced settings, this will be the module name. Okay, I have by mistake. I need to remove this. So my first project. Yeah. So my first project, that is the module name, and then this is the content root and then other information. So we don't need to worry about this. So we set this up. It is pretty straightforward, and we once we click on create, our first Java program will be created. So we hit create, and as you can see, IntelliJ is loading, and let me close this as well, make this full screen. So this is our first project. So IntelliJ actually created a sample program for us. As you can see, we clicked on the sample create sample project. That is why it created a sample program for us. So here, just to understand how the folder structure works, so this is our project folder, my first project that we named, and underneath it, this is the source file where our main class file will be. So once we click on that, and then you can see main, and then once you click on it, and you can see the main, this is your Java. So looking at our program, at first it might seem very confusing. To make things simple, let me just remove these comments so that we have to deal with less lines of code. Okay, so now this is just 13 lines of code. uh, we have too many spaces. Okay, so in this, something to note is we have a class, public class, and then we have main. So main is the name of our class, as you can see, and then public static void main. This is our first function. This is our actually the main function. So first of all, we will go over what is a class, or a main class. So every Java program must have at least one class, and each class has a name. So here our class name is main, and by convention class names start with an uppercase letter. In this example, our class name starts with the capital M. So this, by this we know that okay, this is our class name, and it also has a keyword class. And then coming to the line 2 is public static void main. So this has parentheses, string args. I will go over this in later in the videos, but so you can understand that main functions has public static void main. These are reserved keywords, we can say, for the main function, including this. And then this is a here we have an opening bracket, and then here we have a closing bracket for this. So these brackets actually not this, actually this is the one for this. As you can see, it highlights, right? So here you can see, here you can say that these brackets actually kind of work as a boundary. So the main class is from line 1 till line 9, and then the function, our main function, is from line number 2 and goes all the way to line number 8. So this is the boundary of this main function, and anything after this, anything after, for example, this one, this is just a sample line of code I wrote. So this is out of this main method. I'll I'll just remove this. So we came to know about our main methods, and in line number 4 we have system.out.printf. So what this does is this prints to the output, to the console output, and it will print hello world. And then we have, so this is a statement, and every statement has a semicolon, has to have a semicolon. This is a must. Every statement needs to have a semicolon. If we remove it, it will give us an error. As you can see here, expected a semicolon, right? So we always need to have this semicolon. Something to note is our classes and our methods. Main method does not have a semicolon because these are not considered as statements. So this is class has an opening bracket and a closing bracket. Similarly, a main function or functions have an opening bracket and a closing bracket. So underneath this we have a for statement, and I'll go over for statements later in the video. For now we can just delete this. So our program is very small, but this is starting. We will get to bigger programs later in the videos. So this is just a statement, and if I build the project, and it should you can see here it is processing and building the project. So once it's built, and then we can click on this play button in order to run the program. And then once it runs, you can see a console output where it says hello and welcome. So this is what we gave the command to our program, that we want to print hello and welcome. So we can make changes to this whatever we want. Hi, my name is no, and then we can build it, and then we can run it. So we can see the output changes. Hi, my name is Gurnoor. So a few things to note here is, as I said again, something to note, our classes always have opening and closing brackets. If we remove it, our program will crash. You see, Java reached the end of file while parsing. So you always make sure you have your main method has an opening and closing brackets. Even with your main function, your main function as well need to have a, a opening and closing brackets, right? So these are some things that we need to make note of while coding, because these are some silly mistakes that everyone does, and even I used to do when I just started doing Java programming. So this system.out.println, this is a statement. And then and another thing is we can also add comments. So one way to add comments is like this, and then whatever we write after this, this is my, so this will work as a comment. And if you run your program, this will not interfere with the program, because you have you made the program know that this is a comment, so this is for you, in your information. Another way to write down comments is like this. So this is also called multi-line comments, and whatever you write in this will be in comments. So whatever you write is comments here between these two, right? And then if you run your program, this again will not interfere with your program, right? So this is um, for the basics. So that's it. That's all we need to know for the basics, and we will go over other things in the next video. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please do let me know in the comments down below. I'll be more than happy to help. Thank you.